Hey. We're gonna have
Hello,
to fire
happy hump day.
we're gonna have to fire Cassie.
Okay, God, leave Cassie gonna get on us like that. Jeez. Let us do what we
Boy,
do.
we been here.
Right.
Business meeting, like my co-host said. She trying
Yeah.
excuses.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Around the World with Us, with myself, AlmondBrown09 and
Polo the creator. It's just Polo. How y'all doing this evening?
wonderful. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing as much as I could be doing. No complaints,
Lord
no
Jesus.
complaints.
You're here. You just be
Yeah.
glad to be in the number. One more again. Thank you, Jesus.
What was that? What was that? What I came back and told you that lady said?
I don't know.
What that man baby mom said.
Oh God, what?
She on the
I
choir.
forgot.
Oh man, I sure wish I remember. He
It
called
was funny,
me.
but I forgot.
Yeah, he called me, or I'm in the choir, something. I can't remember. I'm gonna remember before we finish. How y'all
Hey,
doing?
Miss
Everybody
Marla, Cassie, hey Angela, hey everyone that may be watching up there in the sky or in the bleachers.
in the bleachers and catching the replay later. How y'all doing?
Yes.
Miss Marla say she good. So y'all
Yeah.
ready for our stories this week? We got some interesting, like always.
We all
You ready
over the place, honey, all around the world with these stories,
with
honey.
us? With us. So we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Okay.
She was doing an A and
She
B
was doing
select.
A and B selection.
Was that it? Because I thought it was something
I'm
about the
about to
choir.
say, was it something like that? Was it something about the choir?
Because he thought when she said it, he thought that she actually had to sing. I can't remember, but that it
I
was.
don't
I
know.
did like it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that video.
Hey,
Hey,
Vibrant.
Vibrant, how you doing today? All right, let's get started.
We're gonna get started, you guys. Y'all know we don't wait too long, honey. We just gonna get down with the get down. It might not be a long show tonight, but we're gonna give y'all what we give y'all. Okay? And be chatty tonight with the subjects. I mean, y'all can be chatty with each other, but with what we talking about too. This one
All right.
crazy.
First story. Bliss nightclub makes statement following disturbing funeral of rapper Gunu. Bliss was never made aware of what would transpire. I think I jumped a little early. My bad, y'all. Apologize. They show y'all was reading. So as DMV rapper Gunu, mother and sisters speak out about the criticism surrounding his homegoing service held at a nightclub. It's rude. That's how he wanted to go out. So we're gonna play the video courtesy of Neighborhood Talk.
Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Mute.
I'm coming back.
It's muted on that end.
Want people to be sad. He always want people to be happy and having fun.
Moreau, who went by the stage name Gunu, was shot and killed in Prince George's County on March 18th. His death remains an open homicide investigation. There was an autopsy performed on his body. It was released to the funeral home, and the family tells me they wanted to have a celebration that they said properly reflected his life. This was at Bliss nightclub at Northeast DC. Fox 5 is...
It's something that I wanted to do. That's how my kid wanted me to do it. That's how he wanted to go out. He wanted to celebrate his life, turning up, having a party. He don't want people to be sad and crying. He always wants people to be happy and having fun.
I'm mute.
You
I'm just
muted.
reading. I know. I realized it. It has been reported that his mother and sister planned the service and wanted to ensure they celebrated his life the way they saw fit and how they believe he would have wanted to be celebrated. His sister tells news reporter, "My brother was a legend. My brother was a king."
This was at Bliss nightclub at Northeast DC. Fox 5 is not sharing images posted to social media, but I can tell you the body was upright on the stage. He was wearing jeans, a sweatshirt, and a crown as people celebrated around him. Moreau's sister says the family has received a lot of negative attention, but emphasized tonight they don't care.
We don't.
We want that message to be out. We celebrated the life of my brother how we wanted. My brother was a legend. My brother was a king. And that's exactly how we wanted to go out. To clear the rumors in that place, my brother, the critics are, it's rude. It's very disrespectful. It's very insensitive. If you do not like it, don't speak on it.
Don't
Don't
speak on
speak
it.
on it.
Don't
It's how
watch
we
it.
let us grieve how we want to
Keep
grieve.
y'all.
This was at Bliss nightclub at North.
Fans are upset that the DMV rapper Gunu's family had his funeral at a nightclub with the body allegedly present standing up. Somebody said, "No way y'all think Gunu standing up at Bliss is okay as a funeral. Ain't no way." Somebody said, Jack said, "They got Gunu's dead body propped up in the club for his funeral. This is the wildest effing thing I've seen on the internet in a while. I don't even know what to say." And then the next one. So Bliss ended up making a statement. "Our deepest condolence to Gunu's family, friends, and fans. Bliss was contacted by a local funeral home to rent out our venue for Gunu's homegoing celebration. Bliss was never made aware of what would transpire. We sincerely apologize to all those who may be upset or offended. Please keep Gunu's family and friends in your prayers at this difficult time. Respectively, Bliss Management." So this is a picture of what he looked like.
Wait, not in the club, right?
Yeah, yeah, I got a picture of him.
No, you got a picture. I didn't even see it. I don't want to see that.
You
You
gotta
gonna
see
show
it.
it? Go ahead. You can show it. I'm not going. Oh my god. I don't want to see it, but you can show it. If you want.
Yeah, you can't even tell.
I don't want to see it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh, I
I
had to
don't want
stop.
to see it. I don't want to see it.
Oh, cry baby.
Okay. You tell me when I can look and don't play with me. You done?
No,
Did
now
you
there
show it?
you go right there. There you go.
No, I don't want to see it.
He don't look like he dead.
I don't want to see that. Don't. I don't want to see it.
Girl, look. He
I
just look
don't
like
want.
he's standing there. Just
No,
but
I don't
look.
want to see it. I can't. I cannot. I told you I can't see stuff like that.
That's talking about, yeah, show it. It's not bad on me. He just look like he taking a picture.
I
You would
don't
have
want
never.
to see that. I know it's a dead body. I don't want to see it.
Well, courtesy to TMC,
You
y'all.
making
This
me
is.
hot. I don't want to.
Let me take it down. Open your
Are you
eyes. Open your eyes. I'm done.
not for real?
I'm for real. I'm done. I wasn't gonna do you like that. She is actually crying, y'all. She is. Oh, I should have sent that one to you. Angela Trigger too. My bad, y'all.
Oh my god!
But if you look, you can't
I'm
even.
glad I did not look. I never scrolled through all the.
But you know what was so crazy? He looked like he just was standing there taking a picture. You didn't know he was dead. And then Miss Martha said, "Let me see what everybody say."
Why
Let me
would
go
you
get
do
it.
it? I'm glad. The only thing that I saw was that first clip that you sent. I
And
didn't
you
even see
seen
the rest of it with Mama talking. I didn't even see
you
that.
you remember when he had the black and white on, like standing by the car? When on
Yeah,
that end, that's how it looked. He just was standing there. You couldn't tell. You could. It was nothing that showed that he was dead.
I don't care. I
He
would have
looked,
known.
but that's weird. You have that in the club.
But I did see some of them comments and people were saying that it was so hot in there that he started to melt, that his mouth came open.
Oh Lord. So I
But
guess
how
I.
they do that? Because they normally sew your lips together. So how
But
that
you know
happen?
what it being if it being so hot and all them people in that club and then it ain't. I don't know. So Miss Marla said I
Kelsey,
never. I
Kelsey
never
said,
put
I'll be fighting the body if he.
So let's see. She say, "Woo, the ghetto. The images of the body at the club was awkward to look at. But if the mom likes it, then I love it." But I bet you Bliss gave that statement. They just wanted their money. If you was gonna rent out the whole club, we don't care what you finna do in here.
But see, people was mad at the nightclub, but the nightclub was like, y'all said that the funeral home called y'all, so what did y'all think? But you can, this is like at a high school. We've had funerals at my high school in the auditorium because it was somebody, I graduated from a small,
alumni.
yeah, I graduated from a small town. So none of the churches in the town was big enough because everybody from the town would come out to the funerals. And so we had funerals there. So the nightclub probably thought it was gonna be a regular funeral. Like he was a rapper. So they probably thought it was gonna be a regular funeral. You got this nigga propped up.
They thought it was gonna be a repast. They had a whole film and a whole
girl, it was a wedding reception.
She said, I bet the church said hell no. And then Cassie say, what message is that? Like celebrate after burial or cremation. I agree they should have celebrated after, but that everybody got to go viral. Vibrant say, Lord have mercy. Like an after party. Right, an after party. And then she say, do you save money on a casket that way? Well, they got to put him in the ground some kind of way. And I guess extra more money for to be embalmed because he was extra around all them people standing up.
They might well just throw him in the hole.
Yeah, I have two caskets, but not in the club. I done seen a drive-through where you drive through and they standing up in the window. Now they got to be scary and creepy.
The one when that was on the motorcycle. Did you see the one that had the guy propped on the motorcycle?
Yeah. I didn't see somebody sitting at a table with some weed with a blunt. Just sitting like normal. I didn't seen that one before. So Vibrant say he looks beyond dead to me. He looked irregular to me. If he fell, I'll run so fast you think I was floating. y'all in these comments, y'all the MVP. He don't look right. Take it down, G's. Miss Marla said I'm supposed to be the scared cat. Then
I don't want to see that.
She said the rigor mortis set in when you said that they said he was melting. She said I was thinking that, Marla, because he was leaning forward.
Well, what was propping him up? Like you got it, don't show it, but just explain to me how they had him. Was he leaning on something?
They might have had some stuck behind him like a pole or something because he was standing. He was just standing straight up like he was in real life.
So they probably had something going through the pants legs up the back to keep him standing.
Probably some like some little stilts or little steps. Cassie say, not me. The body's not supposed to be vertical. If he fell, he would fall apart. He was stiff and hard. Man, he said he would crumble. She said I'm burning sage and I can't priest.
Okay, Miss Marla.
I ain't going to that church and club. I can't believe that the city allowed that. They didn't know. Yeah, I have heard of a drive-through where you drive through and they your loved one be in the window.
That's crazy.
I heard of that one before. What was sitting at a table with a blunt and dead? Yep, I heard that one before. Oh my God, what next? I love Dairy Queen. Y'all coming to my film, sitting there eating blizzards.
Put it in your wheel, girl. Put it in your wheel so we can beat up with our blizzards.
It was definitely holding him. Yeah, it was holding him. She say not stiff and hard.
Stiff and hard. Barbara said he was not straight.
She say, forgive me, Lord. Get your mind out the gutter. Hey, watermelon sugar.
Hey, watermelon.
And Almond over there with real tears.
I'm talking about real tears. I could not.
That bad.
What was the picture? Was it on the same slide?
No, the picture was on. I had got it from Google. It was an image.
Oh, see, I'm glad it was not in there. I
did a little extra investigative work.
Okay, because see, I didn't even know it was all
I should have sent you the picture.
No, I'm glad you didn't send it to me because I would have been mad at you. Just send me this.
You wouldn't even knew he was the way he was standing. You wouldn't even know he was dead. You was thought it was a picture. Only thing would have threw it off that you knew he was dead. He had that crown on his head. Now I have seen a lot of youngsters are doing the cardboard cutoffs, and they are bringing those around. Like my nephew had like a few of those.
They did that with one of the my sisters at the church. Her son got killed. Oh my God, it was so sad. But they had life-size cutouts of him. It was crazy.
It's good news. It's not good now. Good news. As Marla say, I had to pour me a stiff drink and toast to my homie.
They should have been pouring stuff out This song's dedicated
They better not been
to
pouring no liquor
my
in the people
homies
club. They
and
had too
that
much going on.
gangster lean. That was a real gangster lean.
What Bobby
Why did
said?
you have to
She said,
go
"Girl, what you
so
mean he didn't look
soon?
dead? I ain't look that close to him. He ain't look dead to me." But
Hey,
hey,
Carrie. Oh,
boy,
child, let's go to the next one. Y'all got me over here itching, child. I feel like I got some embalming fluid flowing through my body.
but
I
you know
don't
what? They're
know.
gonna have to sterilize that club.
They're gonna have to do something. Who else gonna show up in there and do some shows? How can you top that? That was the one
That
to
was
die
it.
for.
That was Carrie Ray. You
Pun
missed that
intended.
first show, that first story. You have to go back. The
A
army over
mess,
here had
honey.
a whole fit.
All right, y'all, get y'all laughs out. You enlarged it. Vibrant.
What she said?
Vibrant said, I want to see.
Yeah, here I would look from the back.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna hit y'all with a little sob story here. So, all right, let's get to it. You gonna play the video or no?
It's up to you. It's
No, it's
CNN.
not. It's up to you. This your channel.
Child, let's do it. Let's go for it.
Well, go ahead, child.
Let me come back and mute. Courtesy of CNN.
Courtesy.
Entresto is the
Child,
number
mute the
one
mute
heart
it.
failure brand.
Mute the yeah. Cassie, if you can please find us the Fair Rights or Fair Use Act. I don't know. I don't know why I don't have it saved on my clipboard, but I don't. If you can please and thank you, so we can play it, have it. I'll look for it as well while she playing the video.
It was like a tomb. It was like a giant coffin for all of us. There were times we all thought we were dying. There was a van in the middle of the road. Its hood was up, and they jumped on the bus with their guns pointed at us, screaming and crying, overtook the whole scene. I was 10. We knew there was a plate that was sealing the van, and then we knew there was a lot of dirt. Again, everybody's crying for their mothers and fathers and wanting to go home and wanting to get out. I was still scared. I didn't want everyone trying to go out. I was leery. I thought they were up there still with guns. I was so scared I was one of the last ones out. I taught kindergarten for 22 years. And then I look at the age I teach now, and I still can't imagine children being taken from their homes. There is anxiety there. There's restlessness, just the triggers that are always there. Every time I see a white van, I always think instantly, it's not anything I want to do. It's something that automatically happens. And you have the flashbacks of the men coming onto the bus with the stockings over their heads with their rifles pointing at you. And you're just thinking, how could anyone do this? And how could we be even thinking or considering letting them go? I had never attended a parole hearing prior to Richard Schoenfeld's release, and it was just a sheer shock. We were told they would never get out, so that was what pretty much catapulted me into making sure that I go to these hearings and make sure that our voices are heard. There is damage, it's a lifetime of memories that will never be erased.
So, yeah, right, Cassie, parole, child. And so, as y'all can see, this happened 46 years ago. Three guys. It was two brothers and a friend. They decided they wanted to pretend like they were broke down in the side of the road, and they jumped on the top of a school bus with 26 kids and one bus driver, and they held them there with the guns and kidnapped them. Scroll up so they can see the van that they took them to. So they drove them to this desolate area, and that is, hold on, go back to the bus. So they actually have this is the actual bus that the you can take the fair rights off, fair use thing off too. I know you're on another screen, but this is the actual bus. They have it in a museum over in California. This is the actual bus that the kids and the bus driver came out of. Is in La Grande in a museum, Bright's Museum in La Grande, California. So it was ages 5 to 14. They were driven about 100 miles to a remote quarry near Livermore, California, with only some construction lights illuminated the dark quarry. The kidnappers ordered the 27 victims into what looked like a massive grave, a white moving van buried 6 feet underground. One by one, the children climbed down the ladder and into the van, which was covered under several feet of dirt. After the last student entered, the kidnappers removed the ladder. For 16 hours, the children waited for rescue or death. The younger ones cried helplessly. The older ones tried to comfort them, all of them buried in a coffin, with the stench of vomit and filth intensified by the searing California heat. They had to use the kidnapping victims had to use a box with a hole as a toilet. So they put all this stuff together, like in their mind. They had all this together. This wasn't just like, no, well, we decided just by happenstance to kidnap these people. No, they had this box already buried underneath the ground. And who digs? How can you dig a freaking hole without a backhoe? I guess 6 feet under for a hole, a darn moving van. She remembers every detail of the horror in the 46 years since she's tried to avoid a normal full night of sleep. She would not allow herself to go into a deeper sleep because she didn't want to have that dream. So much of her life, people wondered how she ever slept and if she ever slept. She would not try. She would try not to allow herself to go into the REM sleep, which is a deeper part of your sleep, because she would have the nightmare. She would have nightmares of that. So y'all see the van. um the kids actually, the kidnappers were asleep, so the kids, they started digging their way out. They had a car battery on top of the hole that was at the top of the van, where they put the kids in the lady, the bus driver down into, but they couldn't get it up. So but then they started, I guess, digging through the dirt, and they were able to get it out, but then the top of the van started to collapse. But eventually, they cleared enough space to get out. The children, some climbing up on each other's shoulders, fled while the kidnappers slept. The suspects were all taken into custody within days of the kidnapping. For the rest of her childhood, the woman who you saw speaking took a bit of solace thinking the three kidnappers, who were brothers Richard and James Schoenfield and Fred Woods, were likely to spend the rest of their lives behind bars. So the guys were sentenced to 27 life sentences for each person. But then the case went up before the grand jury, and they ended up, but in 1980, an appeals panel overturned the original sentences, saying the men had caused no serious bodily injury and therefore should have the chance for parole. One of the brothers was paroled in 2013 or 12. His brother James released in 2015. On March 25th of this year, two parole commissioners recommended parole for Woods. The panel's decision is still subject to review by the Board of Parole Hearings Chief Counsel, who would refer the case for review and by a vote by the full board. A hearing panel member could also refer the case to the full board. If neither happens in the next 4 months, the decision becomes final, and the governor gets 30 days to review it. In murder cases, the governor can reverse or modify a parole grant. But in cases like this, the kidnappings, he can only refer a parole grant back to the full board for review. So it's not really even up to the governor if they do not decide anything within 4 months, then 30 days afterwards. Because they were told that, they was going to spend the rest of their life in jail. But the guy's, his attorney was like, "Oh, he's not a monster. He didn't cause bodily harm. He's 70 years old now. He was 24 when it happened." And he's like, "Well, I'm sorry." He's very remorseful, so they say. But so what y'all think? that they actually paroled the other two guys, and more than likely he's gonna get a chance to get out. You know. So what do y'all think? Well, what do you think as well?
I think they all look like little monsters, and those 27 years was concurrent. So that means for each victim, they got 27, but they all ran
All
concurrent.
ran together. Mm-hmm.
Right. So they all ran together. So it's not like back to back to back, which they should have been back to back, but by being concurrent, they was able to. And then they saying they feel like nobody died. They got right out. They was probably not even kidnapped for a day. So that's how they looking at it. But I mean, I wouldn't even want to be in no town called no Chow Chiller. But that's crazy.
Yeah, but I think it's real sad, right? No get out of jail free card, so unfair to the victims. And she's the only one that I know of right now that has spoken out about this. I don't think I've seen anybody else upon trying to do further research that has said anything as of yet. COVID
That's
probably
true,
killed
Miss
them.
Marla. That's true.
That too. But it's like, oh well, he's not the same person that he was when he was 24 years old. Well, nobody is, but I mean, you pretty much tried to bury 27 people alive, and y'all did this on purpose. This was a well thought out plan for
Right.
y'all to do this. Y'all got a box that was big enough to fit 27 people in. You didn't get a little small church van. This is a whole freaking big moving van that y'all put under 6 feet of dirt.
And had the idea of they could use the toilet through the box with the hole. So ain't no telling what they was doing down there. Cause you see it look like little beds and stuff. Ain't no telling they was taking people down there and doing stuff to them. It's
Yeah.
something was going on because like you say, who sits there and bury that down there and it has all that stuff in there. And then you have a ladder to put them in there, but then you take the ladder out.
And they got out by stacking the beds. It was mattresses in there. They
Right.
stacked the mattresses on top of each other to climb their way to the top. So, oh Jesus, it's crazy. I don't know, but
That was
yeah.
crazy.
So that was that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's right, but he's gonna get out. I mean, the other two got out,
Yeah.
but I
He's
think I don't know.
old.
They were saying he was more so of a mastermind, the mastermind behind it. But the other two guys got out. More than likely, he's gonna get out.
I think he's gonna get out and he's they looking at it, he's 70 years old. Like what harm could he be? He about old and feeble by now. But they are monsters because that was sick just to do something like that. What were you gonna do with all those kids? What were you gonna do with that lady, the bus driver? I mean, that
Their
was
their initial why they did it, they were gonna request they were gonna put out a $5 million ransom on all those people. So
okay.
that's what they thought they was gonna get some money. But a place called Chowchilla, I don't think it's too many people live there. Okay, I think all the kids from the town was on that bus that day. I don't know.
like like Chris Brown saying Rush Hour. She's like, who do you think you got? Who the hell you think you got? Chelsea Clinton?
Yeah,
It's like,
right. You like, I don't got no money. Who am I?
right,
Nobody.
you better keep that kid.
Yeah, so but we'll try to keep an eye out on this story. So he has what was it, 4 months or 3 months? Four
Three or
months
4 months, yeah, before they have to
before they yeah. So they just did it March 25th. And
mhm.
so he has 4 months. And
June.
then yeah, and then after that, the governor gets 30 days, so that's 5 months. So then he's able to either modify it or send it back to the board.
But
Well,
because the
he can
other
only
ones got
refer it back
out,
to the full
I'm
board.
sure he may gonna if the other two out, I'm sure he's probably gonna get out.
Yeah. So he's just gonna refer it back,
Hmm. That's
He's gonna
crazy.
refer it back to the which I think is stupid because they said because he didn't murder anybody and it was just kidnapping, then it's gonna go to the governor just to go back to the board. So the board passed it to the governor for 4 months. He got 30 days to look at it, and then they send it right back to him. To them, that's stupid. But
Yeah, but
you know,
look how many people you kidnap. You didn't kidnap one person. You kidnap a lot,
27,
and then, huh?
27 people.
27 people. And then you had an idea of ransom. So what was gonna happen if the people didn't have the ransom? It could have got ugly if those kids, somebody could have suffocated. I mean, It's crazy, but like they saying, they're not monsters. And then they probably had a little money because they have an attorney, so somebody's defending them and speaking up in their behalf. But
Anywho,
weird.
on to the next story. So this is going to be this is, well, of course this is your story, but so this is a little piece of celebrity news y'all know we give y'all. So
Next case.
show his first and then show hers.
Is that? Yeah, it is.
So this is T.I. and that comedian. I don't even know her name.
It's in there. Hold on.
I think her name's something dangerous or something like that. Like that's her screen name.
Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly, verbally. First of all, happy Award Day. We've never had a forum on crime. T.I. is innocent. I truly believe it. Get it up for him. There is no charge. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't play with me about that. I haven't. Hey, me for. Or give it up for T.I. No, shut the fuck up for a second. Hey, listen. No. As many times as you joke on that shit, nigga, I'm gonna check your motherfucking ass as long as it takes. Nigga, when you stop talking about it, when you stop playing with me and mine, I'ma stop saying something. Nigga, ain't no motherfucking case, ain't never been no motherfucking case, cause I ain't did nothing wrong, and my wife ain't did nothing wrong. And if you keep on playing with me, nigga, I'm gonna motherfucking continue to confront you publicly, verbally.
Real story, so we can go ahead and get this shit out the way. Number one, T.I. came to the show, appreciate it. He did a 45-minute set. Now, he gets off stage. I'm making jokes about shit, about to bring up another comedian. He proceeds to start heckling from the crowd, calling me all kind of oh, I need to shut the fuck up. Nobody's talking about that. Then he proceeds to continue to tell me to take my wig off. Take your wig off in front of everybody, trying to humble black women on some stupid shit, right? So I said, I'll take my wig off when you speak on the allegations. That's what prompted this whole thing. Nobody called him a rapist. I said, I'll take my wig off because you're trying to humble and play me when you speak on the allegations. I stand on what I said. If you're a comedian, anything's up for jokes. Niggas been talking about me all day, and I've been laughing at some of it. Nothing's off limits. Nobody's special. And please don't walk up on me again. I'm mad dangerous. I'm going to tell y'all the real story. So I'm going to explain this one time. This is about what happened at One Night Only at our bar on Edgewood with myself and T.I. T.I. came to the show. It's about over anyway. It's an open mic. He comes. He does like 30 minutes. Now, after he gets off stage, I'm going to the next shit. I'm hosting. I'm talking about marriage and shit. He keeps cutting me off, telling me to shut the fuck up, calling me all kind of bitches, heckling me. So I'm like, all right, come on, stop playing with me. Like, it's crazy. You keep going and I can't say nothing to you. He then starts yelling about how I need to take my wig off multiple times. Take your wig off right now. Cutting me off. Take your wig off right now. Because a lot of y'all are saying I took a cheap shot. This nigga was literally going on and on harassing me. I don't know why my eyes turn hazel. That shit is really ugly. But anyway, I said, I'll take my wig off when you speak on the allegations. Everybody was tight except for him. Nobody ever called him a rapist. I responded to him telling me in a room full of people to rip my wig off and made a joke just like he did. So if you got a problem with it, not mine. So I'm going to explain this one time.
Oh, we.
I could say it's child. But my thing is, if she was up there just not saying anything to him, and he just started going off, and then my thing is, T.I., you T.I., what you doing the damn 30? First she say 45 minutes, then she say 30. But what you doing a set anyway at a goddamn when you became a comedian?
They say he might have the role of Red Fox, so he been doing comedy shows.
He need to pay the bills like that.
No, well, he's doing it because he's supposed to. but he's supposed to be playing Red Fox in the movie. So you know that was a comedian. So he's been doing these, he's been doing these different comedy
Okay,
clubs
trying
to
to
get
get.
ready for
I got
for his role.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got
So
you.
it ain't like he's doing it for the money, but he's
I
doing it
got
for the experience. Yeah.
he getting the experience. But my thing is, why are you heckling? If you're
Yeah.
gonna come and do your 30 to 45 minute skit, then why would you be heckling her? And what did anything have to do with her taking her wig off?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. And see, you know, people gonna have cameras any and everywhere. And so
Right.
he was saying, she came out, of course, and said he was calling her the B word, and he said he wasn't. He came out, and I wish you would show that video I sent to you in the inbox. He said he never called her the B word. He said if I call her the B word, then it's on neighborhood talk, so you can go straight to their page and see it
Okay.
too.
Let me go get it.
But he said if I call her the B word, then I'll give her a milli. So she put her cash app up, and then she went and showed the video of him calling her a B word. And then here go Tiny. She dropped down in the chat of neighborhood talk, was like, he didn't call her a B word directly. He was just saying it, and y'all got it out of context, so to speak, is what I'm paraphrasing. So yeah, if you heard how he was talking to her when he was talking to her on stage, he kept calling her a nigga. He didn't call her.
He
She
called
said
her
that
a
he
nigga.
was purposely restraining himself from calling her the B word.
Right.
So calling her nigga is any better?
Right. I thought it was a guy the way you kept calling her a nigga. I'm trying to see. Is it some sound to this one?
Yeah, it's down at the bottom.
Oh, I see it. Right in my face. It
Mm-hmm.
was blowed up so big.
You see where the shit got twisted? Never called you out your name. Never called you a bitch. You give me a video where I called you a bitch, I give you $1 million. Where I call you a bitch at? Where did I call you a bitch? You see where the shit got twisted? Never called you out.
I heard bitch.
I heard it too. But
So I
read
want
what she
I want
said
to
now.
hear.
Read
Okay,
what she said.
she say somebody's neighborhood talk said oops looked like T.I. might have paid up after all. So what did she say? Oh, you talking about what Tiny said?
Yeah, it's right there up underneath the video.
Oh, I see it. Oh shit. What did I click?
You know, clicked off of it.
Yeah, here you go. Because I was trying to go down.
Hey, sister.
It says, and he really was referring to her as a bitch, but not directly calling her a bitch. If you notice, when he was speaking directly to her, he was calling her nigger, consciously restraining himself from calling her a bitch, not worth $1 million. I can't see the rest of it.
That was it.
But my thing is, what you mean if he was referring to her as a bitch, but not directly calling? What the hell? If she don't sit her Miss Piggy look herself down somewhere, that's
People
crazy.
was people was in the chat mad at her. They was like so tiny about this case. What's up? Why girl is she, it's like I guess she be in the comments on neighborhood talk, because she been commenting on a lot of stuff over there with she commented on something about Candy and her husband. I mean her baby
Yeah,
daddy.
I saw that. I saw that. I said she been minding everybody business.
But hers. Okay, mine the one that pay you. And clearly yours must ain't, because didn't they cut off Family Hustle? I don't know. I'm just saying. And Miss Marla says she still got beef with T.I. from way back, and he owe her $6 for that movie ATL. Oh, I can't. And
Somebody said,
Trina, I'm glad she called him out on his BS too. See, that's what's wrong with a lot of these people too. Well, one thing, listen, but okay, so I can go on both sides, right?
let's go.
People, a lot of people do feel like they can say any and everything to these actors and rappers and everything, and think they're not supposed to say nothing back. But at the same time, these rappers and actors think that they can say stuff to people and nobody not gonna say nothing back to them. Especially
Right.
with somebody like T.I. is supposed to have all these goons, and then here goes Sabrina Patterson or Peterson, whatever her name is. Oh well, I was so traumatized by him approaching you up to the stage. At least he was cussing at you, and he held a gun to me. Y'all know that's the one that she said that he tried to do some stuff to a child allegedly.
Right. That was the look him and the wife was supposed to be having. Look, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. So, due to the allegations, their show was canceled.
Yeah, he lost Ant-Man. He lost the allegedly he lost the
They
role of
was clowning
Ant-Man.
him in the chat about that too, about that losing Ant-Man. But
And he
yeah,
lost Family Hustle. Remember, Family Hustle ended up being canceled.
I
Pause.
wonder if he paid her anything though, because clearly
Probably.
the video heard him calling her the B word.
But I'm getting ready to read, but you would start talking in the chat. Somebody said they would sue him. I don't know if they would hang, I mean, really go out in court, but do he really got I'm sure he got the money, but with everything he got going on, he ain't got no million just be giving away. So he must before he made that bet, he should have went in back and looked at everything that was played. And
Okay, he
then
should have
Tiny
found
gonna
all
sit
of
there
them.
and backpedal and pussy pop because that's what she
But
was doing.
she the one, but see, she the one released that footage. I think she's the one that released that one. So I don't know if somebody else had that and gave it to her to release, but
Right.
it was released and the B word was said.
Because she was trying to get in front of it by saying he was referring to her, but he didn't call her that. You see, he was trying to restrain. So that's why she put it out there so she could get in front of it because she know he said it. Like
And
Miss
that was
Martin
her.
said, we
That
supposed
was
to be
her
there.
show. That and see that was she was the host of that show. That's why she said she was trying to move on. So she was the host of the show.
Right.
So Tiny just need to go fix.
But my thing is, Kat said she's sick of both of them. But my thing is, if she was the host of the show, trying to bring up the next comedian, you did your said, but why are you heckling the host?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah,
if she said something earlier. So what I got out of it, I was like, they're going to stop. These comedians going to have to stop playing with people because we done seen Chris Rock get slapped. It's just like people just standing up for themselves. But I mean, if he was heckling her, he didn't have no business because when he was heckling her, when he was saying everything, he was saying she was up there dancing. She was
yep.
just
She was having fun with it. She was having
she was
fun with
having
it.
fun with it, and she did not go. She didn't take it there. He kept going, and then well, hey, I'm gonna take it there since you're trying to
But
humiliate me by telling me to take
right.
my wig off.
And see,
Right
people, she
there.
didn't even put it out. She could have put out that she had a whole encounter or interaction with him, but she didn't. The person that was recording put it out. Of course, they probably tagged him, and that's how everybody else got a hold to it.
Right.
She could have came out and said something about it in the beginning if she was really pressed about it, but she wasn't. But because
She wasn't
it
cloud chasing.
right, but because it was put out, now she got to turn around and say something about it. So,
Right.
oh, you say you lost so much respect for them, girl. I don't.
And then now Tiny, she been all in the news all today. She minding everybody's business, but she
Girl,
better go
yeah.
swipe up that meal. Yeah, that
He
show.
ain't gonna pay for. He ain't gonna pay. He ain't gonna pay.
Yeah,
Hey, sister.
he not gonna pay. He gonna say, man, I ain't called you because you see Tiny trying to get in front of it. He
Of
wasn't
course,
directly
she ain't trying
calling
to
her.
lose that money. Girl,
He
that's
wasn't
her money too.
right, right. Probably more hers than his.
They better go do another verses.
Dad and she better go do some well, she gonna get them reality shows because they not giving that up. She better go do something, some nails or something. I don't know.
Girl, not some nail.
The little girl was supposed to have another nail line. Harris
Huh?
was supposed to have a nail line.
I ain't know
Lip
that.
gloss nail. Yeah, she's supposed to have her own little nail line or something like that.
Well, did
It's,
they cancel that too? Cause I ain't heard nothing about it.
must be.
Hmm.
But they had the little girl be singing when they do go on tours. They was just on tour over the a few months back. I think in North Carolina.
Daughters, the
Huh?
daughters, right?
No, the Escape. So she was touring. It was some kind of festival in North Carolina. I saw a little
What
bit of it
I
on
need from you is
I seen it on YouTube.
understanding.
And so they still touring here and there. So she got to find
Here,
us something to do because the internet is she undefeated. I
here,
mean,
there, and everywhere, child. Anyways, I hope y'all having a good time. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all have not, and thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. This is our next story. So, of course, you guys have heard Lee Daniels apologizes to best friend Monique after 13-year feud. He says, "I'm sorry." Daniels and Monique reunited live on stage during the comedian's appearance in Staten Island on Friday. After not speaking to each other for years, Lee Daniels has issued a public apology to Monique. In a video shared on Twitter, Daniels joined Monique on stage during her appearance at the St. George Theater in Staten Island for her Monique and Friends April Fool's Day with the Queen of Comedy show. At one moment, Daniels had his arm draped around the comedian's shoulder, issuing his apology to her directly and seemingly ending their feud of more than a decade. I am so sorry for hurting you in any way that I did, Daniels said. Y'all, she was my best friend. My best friend. Y'all think that Precious was just, that was God working through both of us, and we're gonna effing do it again. At the end of the clip, Daniel said, I love you, to Monique, who took the mic and said the same back. Monique shared a sweet photo of the reunited friends on Instagram, posting a photo of Daniels kissing her temple while his arm was wrapped around her shoulder. It read, quote, no caption needed, end quote. She wrote alongside the video, quote, I love us for real, end quote. Daniel 62 shared the same photo on his Instagram, adding a second a second shot capturing the friends sharing the sweet embrace. The Oscar-nominated director took a similar approach to his caption, simply writing, quote, no caption needed, at The Real Mo Worldwide. The pair stopped talking to each other after working on Precious. The 54-year-old actor won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in 2010, but rather than being met with more opportunities, um, in 2015, she said she was blackballed. Child, she got a phone call from Lee Daniels 6 or 7 months later. He told her she was being blackballed, and she said, why? He said, because you didn't play the game. She didn't know what game it was, and he didn't tell her. So after all that time, they end up being back together. But the reason why they came back together is because Octavia Spencer was playing the lead actress in Demon House, which I've never heard of. She played the lead actress in that, but she had to pull out because she had to spend time on her own show called Truth Be Told on Apple TV. So Lee Daniels went and grabbed Monique by her gray and black ponytail, honey, and pulled her back onto the TV show. I mean, on the screen to let her know, hey, I want you in this and I love you for real. So Monique will be portraying the role of a social worker who helps a family through a series of exorcisms throughout the film and will star alongside Andra Day, Caleb McLaughlin, and Ingenue Ellis. So yeah, what you think about that? I'm excited. You know, I love love. I love friends who love each other. And so I mean, I don't see why not. Why not? You know, people told Monique that she should have shut up. If she would have shut up, this moment right here would have never happened. And for some people, they may say, well, it took him long enough, but sometimes that's what needs to happen. You see, she found her own way back to the stage. She didn't need a Lee Daniels to lean on. She didn't need none of that to lean on. She stood up for herself. She spoke how she wanted to speak. She knew her worth, and she wasn't gonna lay down for nothing. So he know that. He know that now, and he know you ain't finna come here tricking off Monique because she ain't having it. She ain't having it. So I don't know. Oh, Cassie don't believe it. She said best friend. Somebody got dementia. Why they got dementia, Miss Marla?
My,
What
my
really brought this on now? And I think because people were saying that Octavia pulled out, and who better else to portray that than Monique in his eyes? But I really do feel like it was a genuine. I'm sorry. That's how I feel.
I think it was a genuine I'm sorry.
What about?
She did not play the game. It wasn't that she didn't keep her mouth closed. She didn't play the game. And what he meant by that is that, and she had every right to stand up for herself,
Mhm.
because when Precious was doing the touring and promoting the movie, she said that that wasn't
In her contract.
in her
Mhm.
contract. So she declined to go to certain places. She said, I'm spending time with my family. I did the movie on this salary as a favor to you as a friend.
$50,000, I think.
Right. And then when they saw that it was gonna get a run for an Oscar, they wanted her to kind of like, promote it and go out and do this and do that. And she didn't want to do it because she said that she wasn't being paid. So by her speaking up for herself, that led her to be blackballed. Then she got on stage and told him to suck her thing. and she went farther and farther and farther. Now, what you were saying is it didn't lead her back to the stage, but Monique has not been in anything but one movie since that. I mean, she has not
But
got the.
when I say that, I mean she hasn't been silent as
Oh
in
no,
her
she
not talking. She had her own podcast with her and her husband and thing. So when I say she ain't been silent, she didn't go lay down and just not do anything. She still was speaking up and saying, "Hey, this is how I feel. This is how they did me," and still suck my.
She lost a lot of battles because you remember when she wanted everybody to cancel Netflix. So because Netflix wasn't going to pay her what they was paying the white comedians allegedly. So what I'm saying is, as her being an Oscar winning actress, the sky should have been the limit of movie roles that she should have gotten. She didn't get those, so she ended up doing. I think it was Will Packard's. I think it was Will Packard's that Christmas movie. She ended up doing that, and then there was some rumors behind that where it was supposed to be said that she was hard. She wasn't easy to work with, and I'm glad because what she really wanted when they fronted Tyler Perry, when Tyler Perry was telling her something behind the scenes, but he wouldn't come out and say it forthright. So by Lee Daniels coming up and publicly apologizing to her, that's all she really wanted. Just
Yeah, she won that because that was her best friend.
right,
So out of
right.
all the things that we saying that she lost as far as movie roles and things that to her, she lost more so of a best friend than she lost anything else. She lost that confidant that she always had, and they were best friends for over 20 years.
And
So
that's
it's
probably
not
why she did the movie for 20, 50K because that was her
because
her
that was her
friend.
best friend, right? And so I feel like that's why I say I feel like she won in the end because she got her friend back, regardless if we feel like, oh well, he did her dirty. Yeah, he did her dirty publicly. He came out and apologized to her publicly as well. And
You
she
didn't
that
really
for
hear him
her,
saying too much. You didn't really hear him saying too much. He was the one that really came to her and told her you're being blackballed.
right, right.
And he told her why you're not playing the game. You didn't really hear him saying too much about her. It was really Oprah and Tyler Perry that
And
was
Steve Harvey, child, because you
right.
remember Steve Harvey on his
Remember
show
Steve Harvey was
told
calling
her,
her his sister, but
yeah,
then you was
but then he told her on his show now on national TV, this man told her, you got to play for them white folk. About the whole Netflix thing. You got the girl shut up and work. And then guess what happened? Not even 2 months later, his show was snatched off the air. Did you shut up and play for them white folk? I don't think you did.
He's still playing for him. He's still playing for him.
I'm talking about his own show. He doesn't have his own talk show. That's what I'm talking
Yeah, but
about.
he's still making money because you hear
Of
him
course, I
Family
didn't say he
Feud.
wasn't. Monique making money too. It might not have been what she was making, but she still ain't post.
He up there with the white folks, so he's making some money because you got to think
Yeah,
about
but
it.
them same white folks he told her to lay down and suck on, snatched his show from right from up under
Yeah.
him.
No, I'm not
So
saying
that's
he
what I'm
right.
saying.
I'm not saying he right. I'm just saying he's making money, but at the end of the day, she probably could sleep better. You understand what I'm saying? So he
Headache money.
remember when he did the big blunder at the pageant, and
Oh
it was
yeah,
just
they was mad by that thing.
they was mad, but they ended up giving him a whole year's contract. So he ended up now he got his own judge show. So he's still in the circuit making money. So just because he lost the Steve Harvey show, I mean,
Yeah, but I'm saying it to me, I feel like that was
her,
karma. I
but
feel like that
her,
was karma for him telling her to lay down and do any and
because you're
everything
supposed to be so
for your
pro
show.
black, and this is your sister, but you would tell your sister that. And like with Lee Daniels, it wouldn't have probably came off any different. It probably would have came out way different if he called her on the phone and told her he was sorry.
Because they would have thought she was lying if she came out here and said,
Right.
my best friend called me and said he apologized. No,
And
I'm
he
glad
was playing the game. He
yeah.
just like me and you friends, and I tell you, I call you, I say, they blackballing you. You be like, why? And you ain't play the game. Lee Daniels, he's his own man, but he ain't got Tyler. He didn't have Tyler Perry and Oprah money. So he had to play a certain part of the game to be put on in that little realm. Because Tyler Perry got his own production company.
Everything.
And then Oprah, she could have it if she wanted. So he was playing a little bit of the game. So I think after he played the game for so long, maybe he finally came back and was like, it wasn't really worth it. I lost this time, like you say, a decade with my friend. So I'm glad that she wasn't bitter, that she accepted it. And I'm sure they had been talking before he came up there and apologized.
Yeah, he had to reach out to her, and she knew he was there, or whatever. But he said when he walked out, and they didn't play it on there, but he walked out and he said, what do you call it? He said, "Hey, B," and she said, "What's up, B?" Like they called each other. That's how they greeted each other. They called each other the B word or whatever. But that was,
Right.
I think, for them, that was like the icebreaker for them. And then it's like everything else. And she was up there. I wish we had the video, but she was up there and she was crying and things of that nature. But she really, I really felt sincerity
Right.
in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see where it all goes from here. But I'm happy for her. She's not a horrible person. People just didn't like the route that she took to fight for herself. But you can never tell somebody how to fight for themselves and for
Right.
their
Because
family.
I remember seeing her way back in the day, way before she did Nikki Parker, when she was just a regular stand-up comedian, before she blew up, when she was just Monique,
Mm-hmm.
and before the Parkers, before any of that, and she's real funny, and we used to have this comedy show, this comedy club here, and it was because comedy wasn't all that they would give free tickets. So the thing for the free tickets you had to buy, it was a 2 drink minimum, and you would get in there and you would see these comedians you never heard of. So I saw her way back in the day, and she cut up. She cut up way before she got on TV and blew up and stuff like that.
That's what's up. Well, I quick side note on this whole story. I
Hmm.
mean, I heard allegedly that T.S. Madison was upset that they didn't mention her as the reason to why Lee Daniels and Monique got back together. Because T.S. Madison works with Lee Daniels as well as Monique.
Monique. Yeah, I seen the interview of TS and Monique.
Yeah, so I guess she wanted them to mention that, but some people were saying no, it was Octavia Spencer because she pulled out. Some people were saying that it was 50 Cent, and now they're saying that 50 Cent might not work with her because she working with Lee Daniels. But it's like, why the lady can't work with everybody? That's what she was doing before this. It wasn't just one person that she was up under.
But Lee Daniels and 50 always had their little beef because it was the Empire versus Power beef. So I don't know if they
But
and then
this is not this
wasn't, and then the
exorcism
money.
ain't got nothing to do with power.
You don't remember about the money? That what wasn't it allegedly wasn't didn't Lee Daniels owe 50 cents of money, and he fronted him at a club at some kind of little event they was at. Yeah.
No, you
So
talking about
who was that old Lee Daniels owed some
the
money?
dude that was with Jay-Z. What's his name?
Dame Dash. You sure
Damon
right.
Dash. Yeah,
Okay.
that was Damon Dash. Not
I'm
50.
glad I said allegedly because I knew it was somebody he owed some money.
Yeah.
But you gotta look at it. As soon as he got his friend back, he's trying to put his friend on.
Yeah. He
So
ain't
he's
just
gonna
take her back and stuff her in his back pocket. He like, come on, we got work to do. You got work to
I
do.
gotta
Get back
make
out
up.
there.
I gotta make up because, and I know he was trying to get his feet wet, but he did tell her she could have just been wondering why she wasn't getting no work. So I don't really think he did her dirty because he did tell her. He say,
Yeah.
"Look, friend, they blackballing you, but why they blackballing me? Because you didn't play the game." And then that's when she started coming out doing this, and then it kind of made him have a relationship, a different kind of relationship with Tyler and Oprah because it's like, nigga, you over here running your mouth.
So it was a conversation about the role that Monique played. And I don't know, I forget who live I was in
Mm-hmm.
about Monique playing the role of Precious. And so I guess
The
it's
precious mother, precious mother.
well, Precious, but playing her mother. I'm sorry, but they were saying that a lot of black people are only winning awards with the Academy because they're playing these disparaging roles of, black people that are, for lack of a better word, acting a fool or whatnot. But my thing is, you go and audition for the part, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the part is written into a movie. You're an actor, you're an actress, I'm an actress. We read the script, we decide whether or not we want to go sit down at this table and
A
audition
table,
for the part.
a table reading.
So
Cass.
why does it matter exactly, Cassie? Why I feel like they're like, oh well, if they're portraying black people to be such. No, that black person chose to go sit down for that movie. Sometimes I know sometimes just separate the person from their work. that person decided as it's just Polo and not your real name. You decided as this character, I want to go and play this character. This is who they're written
I
up for
had to
me.
read this script to say
Yes, this
it's
ain't
not
got nothing to do with my real
demoralizing to
life.
me. Right.
I might not agree with it, and I'm sure Monique didn't agree with the way Precious Mama treated Precious, but she like, I'm gonna put my everything into this. It's all it seems like it's always going back to we gotta stop accepting all of this stuff from everybody else. But if this role was written perfectly for me, I go sit down. Me and you sit down next to each other. We friends, yeah. But then they decide to choose me. You gonna be like, go, sister, go. As opposed to being like, oh, why you got to play that part? That's the only way they see black people. No, but think about the parts that Tyler Perry is a black man. Okay, hey of you, Tyler Perry is a black man. If he wrote a part like that for a black woman, are we gonna be upset at Tyler Perry for writing that part? No, they only mad if it's a white director or producer of a movie that writes that in, and it's a black person that plays that part. Now we upset. But we're not upset when our own people write something like that and then we get in there and portray that part. Why is that? I don't know, but I just listen. I ain't ranting. I'm
gonna play the devil. I'm gonna be on the other side of that.
Go ahead.
Where I understand when that first came out, when Halle Berry won her Oscar, the first black woman to win an Oscar, right? When that is when they for the movies is an Oscar, right?
Mm-hmm.
So remember, Halle Berry was the first black woman. Denzel was the first black man.
Okay.
Denzel character really wasn't demoralizing in Training Day, but he was a very crooked cop.
Mm-hmm.
You know where Halle Berry won the Oscar for, what movie it was for, right?
Wasn't it Loser Isaiah?
No, Monster Ball, where she's being bent over by Billy Thornton, Billy Joe Thornton, whatever.
You know, I never saw that movie.
And it was very demoralizing for a black woman. So
but
basically,
who chose that part? Who went and sat down and auditioned?
We're not talking about the part. We're not talking about the part. We talking about because she put her. It was work. It was work. Mm-hmm. So she went and took the job. I'm not going against my black actress and actress. We talking about the Academy. So you can see a body of work that AlmondBrown09 is doing. Halle Berry did plenty of movies. Look at Losing Isaiah. But she go and get bent over. Puffy was her baby daddy. He was on death row. And she's just getting pounded by this white man. And you're going to give her an Oscar for that. So what I'm saying is, that's where you see the outrage, because people are saying it's not the actors that we're getting upset with or the actors. We're saying that out of all the work that we can do, we can not just do now, but out of all the work that we could do then, the first Oscar that we can win, this is the role she played. We're not talking about what she did, but you saw, that's the work you saw to give her an Oscar. So that's where you see that outrage. So now, was there ever an Oscar for when Taraji played the black scientist, Hidden Figures? Did they win? Did they ever win anything? That's something educational.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up. That was educational. That shows that we are talented. That we contribute. You understand what I'm saying? Why?
Yeah.
Why the lady, the scientist, the first black lady that helped those astronauts, why, and they could figure all those numbers out, why that wasn't an Oscar.
She won.
That's what I'm saying. So that's where you see that outrage at. It's not the actor or the actress that go take the role. It's the movie that you pick to give them that award on. I don't think she should have got an award on it. Because
tell her that, but she won the NAACP. Taraji
way more touching. Halle Berry is just a damn good actress anyway.
I never saw that movie. I never did. But Taraji, she won NAACP awards for that movie.
Why they couldn't get.
But this my thing. Hello, phenomenal. But this is my thing, and this is why I don't get with people. Mm-hmm. The Oscars don't never give black people nothing. The Oscars don't never give black people nothing. Black person gets something. Oh, it's about time they get. But my thing is, if y'all know that they don't never give us nothing, why y'all mad? That's like me telling you the house on fire and you don't take heed to it and you still run into the house anyways. Y'all know that y'all saying
Because
that
they
these
want to
people
be
don't give y'all.
counted.
Hold on. Y'all know that y'all saying these people don't give us an award, but yeah, it's still y'all run every year to the Oscars to see if we won. And if a black person don't win, the niggas outraged. We mad.
They do
You
the
know what
same
I'm saying?
thing to
I
the
don't
Grammys.
understand it.
We do the same thing to the Grammys because they want to be included.
But
They
do
do
the
that.
Negroes show up to the BET Awards, the
No,
NAACP
because
Awards,
it don't
the
mean
Hip
the
Hop
same.
Awards? Do they
Because
show up to the Soul Train
it don't
Awards?
mean the same.
No. It's a
It don't
shame that
mean
we
the
it's no
same.
hold on. It's a shame that we can say that those black awards do not mean nothing. It don't mean more than an Oscar, a Grammy, a
All
Emmy,
right,
a
phenomenal.
Tony. It don't mean nothing. It holds no merit to nobody else's life other than saying, well, we want to make it with the white folk. But when you make it with your people, you don't show up. Nobody watches it. It's not televised, and you don't talk about it. But we mad because white people ain't recognizing us. Come on, you don't even show up when they recognize it. When we recognizing ourselves, we don't show up. This is why I'm not even upset about none of that. She may have won an award for somebody bending her over and pounding her back
Right,
out, but
phenomenal.
guess
That's
what?
what I'm
She
talking about.
won. She
Denzel
won.
played his ass off in Malcolm X, and
He
Malcolm X was
did.
educational to us. But you give him an Oscar for
He did a
train wreck.
darn good job.
He
Okay,
did a good
Cassie,
job.
girl, she finna make.
You she ain't gonna fight me. But the reason why they don't go to that award because those awards are a substitute. I'm gonna be honest with you. Which one was out first? Which one was out first? The Oscars,
Listen, it don't
Academy
matter if
Awards,
I don't if I
the
came out with
Grammys,
a
all
you
that was out first before
if
the
I
soul.
came out with a YouTube award show, you gonna tell me that it don't mean nothing because somebody over there on Instagram came out with awards first? My award don't mean
It's
nothing,
gonna
right?
mean something.
It, but that's what I'm saying. The Hip Hop Awards, the BET Awards, the NAACP Awards, the freaking Celebration of Gospel, all of that, none of that stuff means nothing. It's a substitute, like you said, but your life's so much better because these white people over here done gave
Right,
you
they
this
play the
award.
dirty cop.
All white people at that. Come on now.
I get exactly everything you're saying. I'm just on this other side, just saying their point.
Bum
So,
the other side.
so what I'm saying is because I agree with you. Why not pull out? If we pulled out and said we ain't coming to the Grammys, we
They
ain't
did
coming to
that.
the Oscars.
They did that in 2016 with the Oscars. They did that.
Everybody did not go. Some people still
Everybody
went.
ain't gonna never go. We ain't gonna never be on one
Right.
accord. The
That's
last time we was on one accord
like
was
they
up in
say,
the Pentecost when
don't
the
buy
Holy
black.
Ghost fell. That's it.
Don't
Go ahead.
when they do the Black Day and they say don't spend black dollars, right?
They ain't gonna
We're
do
gonna
it.
take our black. We're gonna take our money off the table for that day. Everybody's not gonna
Everybody
come
ain't gonna never do it.
right. So you can go. You're not gonna never get 100% consistent. So
So you ain't
hey,
gonna never get 100% of black people winning no Oscar, a Grammy, a Tony, or
I'm
Emmy.
going over
You're
there.
never gonna get it.
You see, Cassie.
Okay, Cassie. But did the people show up for that? No. But the ones they won their $50, she paid them their $50 though. They did. She did do that. I will say that she gave them their award.
It's just people want to be counted. So I'm gonna give you an example. The Super Bowl. And so
Mm-hmm.
no matter how they treat black athletes, right? Or the NBA championship. You want an NBA championship, you don't want the substitute. The substitute is CBA. Okay. Grammys. When you are a singer and you're a little girl, you grow up and you know you could blow. And you say, my dream one day is to win a Grammy. That's the dream. That's the goal. Ain't no such thing when you was a little girl. It wasn't no BET Awards. It wasn't no Lady of Soul. It was none of that. So your goal and your focus is on what? That Grammy. My if I was playing football or basketball, my goal would be on Super Bowl, not whatever the CBA championship is, whatever the CBA and the XFL or whatever the Canadian League, whatever. my thing is with the main prize, not the watered down prize. So that's why you get those
But look what
extras.
you calling it though. This is why people
The
don't show up.
72. It's
The
a
watered
72.
down show.
But you think about it.
The
Remember when
second
Beyonce
place show.
first started going to the BET Awards, and then she'll perform first and she will leave. She done cleaned up. She done won all the Grammys. She don't even go to the Grammys no more. They got mad when she went to the Country Music Awards, but they'll come and infiltrate. They'll come and infiltrate the BET Awards and win awards on our side, but they get mad when Beyonce performed at the Country Music Awards.
Like I said,
it's always that separation. It may change.
It don't listen. I just feel like it shouldn't matter what came first. You said, because you don't see somebody in front of you and say, "Oh, I want to be like Martin Luther King. I got a dream. But then Obama came along. So now you wrong for saying I want to be like him, or I would accept something like this, although that wasn't your first prize. You know what I'm saying? So the BET Awards may not have been their first prize, but the fact that you were even nominated, or the fact that it's even out there something to celebrate us, we don't do it simply because we don't look at ourselves as it ain't no Grammy. It's down here. It ain't up here. It ain't like no Tony.
You are a singer. So when I get ready to announce you, I'm gonna say Grammy Award winning Almond Brown.
So, but if you say NAACP award winning, it's the same thing. I won that award too. Why you can't announce me as the that's what I would do. Well, I would say don't announce that. Announce me as the NAACP award winner.
Yeah, that don't hold weight. When you say Grammy nominated,
I got my money. Wait or not.
Grammy winning, or then you want to say, oh,
I got my money.
Or she won a BET award. No,
but that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't matter if we saying that these white folk ain't gonna give us nothing.
Cassie,
girl, hold on, Cassie. Last time, if we saying that white folks ain't giving us nothing, why not give more attention to the people that do? Is all I'm saying. Next story. Let's go. It's on you. The next story is your story.
Go ahead. You know I agree. You know I agree. I'm just on the other side, just showing you what people saying.
I don't care what they think. That's the problem, because they think of all black award shows as second-rate shows. That's why. That's my whole reasoning. All right, y'all. Next story. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Around the World with us. We're on to our next story.
Mexican man dies after falling from the top of the Texas border wall, according to officials. A 31-year-old Mexican man has died from life-threatening injuries after plummeting from the top of the border wall in Texas, according to... I'm pulling up stuff. I can't get my... Hold on. There you go. According to Border Patrol, on March 16, the man was seen climbing up the wall on the Mexican side. Once agents arrived, they discovered the man on the floor of the United States side as he was laid out unconsciously. He was taken to El Paso Hospital, where he was given medical care and placed on life support, per the New York Post. Several days later, he was declared dead after being taken off life support. The number of people injured from entering the U.S. by ascending the border wall has been growing at a tremendous rate. Ruben Garcia, an El Paso immigrant advocate, told the Post, "We are receiving a 23-year-old ingenious woman from Guatemala who fell off the fence, fractured her ankle, and then fractured her back. She's coming to us in a wheelchair. We get those all the time. Garcia went on to explain the roles of certain smugglers, adding, "You need to understand, if I'm a smuggler, there's only one issue. There's only one consideration, and that's money. I'm going to help you get on top of that fence. I'm going to give you a ladder or just a rope with knots that you're supposed to be able to climb. As you come down, you're on your own." What are your thoughts? So the comments must not have been too good, because they were saying that somebody said that these comments are so cruel and disgusting. Somebody said they killed him. And then they say, so if they were American man being from the States, that would be offensive. LOL. They're identifying the country he's from, not his heritage. Somebody wanted to know how tall was the wall. Let's see, did we get
30.
a response?
I think it says 30 feet
30 feet.
tall.
Like 30 feet. Mexican are like 4'3", and then the wall, like that's 100 mile tall. That's crazy. Yeah, they are being offensive. I have a strong opinion about this. So what you Shadia say why
I
y'all
mean,
arguing? We not arguing.
we ain't all the girl that just passionately disagreeing but agreeing at the same time, and just I Shadell, you should know by now, ma'am. You
She
know
said I
how I
want to like
am.
both of y'all up there talking my ears off.
But I told her, I said this show is about us talking. So what she thought was gonna do? Be silent?
Yeah, if I would have just agreed, because
No.
I do agree, we would have it would, but I had to go ahead and for the people that do say what they say. So let's go
Yeah.
ahead to the floor.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I can't. I don't necessarily. I feel bad he passed, but at the same time, that's a consequence of your action. You're not supposed to be climbing up and over the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there for a reason. If you can't get in like the right way, find a way to get in the right way. But you climbing up, where do you thought? Where was you gonna go? And there's a bunch of desert out there before you
Yeah,
can make it to anywhere.
yeah. Man, I seen a
So I mean,
video of these coyotes. They call them coyotes. Those are the ones that drop you off and stuff. I seen one where they were dropping these babies over the wall. And when they dropped the babies over the wall, they were like they were babies. They couldn't get up. They didn't know where to go. They were like toddlers and stuff, babies and toddlers. And they were just out there. And good thing that the wall, on certain parts of the wall, it has a body image camera, like so it could tell if
mhm.
it's movement or something out there. They could have got ate up by animals. And
Oh
we had
wow.
this discussion in the shop a lot. Like, as a parent, how do you separate from your kid? You're
Mhm.
doing this so called to give them a better life, but just stop having them. Just
But
stop
you
having.
doing it. You giving it to them alone. You think that your child
And
is
they
going to
have
have a better
notes on
life.
them. They have notes on them, and it has gotten bad again since Biden has taken office, because they started marching back toward the borders as soon as Trump was out of office.
Yeah, because that wasn't it under him where. Oh no, I think that was still under Trump where all those people was at the
Trump had them
border.
in concentration camps and stuff.
But yeah, I'm talking about. I think and Cassie, tell me if I'm wrong or not. I think it was those were Haitians that were up underneath those bridges. They were underneath those bridges or whatever, but they allowed the was it Afghanians to come over. Like they brought them over, if I'm not mistaken. But they made the Haitians and all those people stay underneath the bridge. They was trying to get over they was trying to get over, but they had them all held underneath the bridge. Like they wouldn't let them get there, so they came to get them to take them back to their country where they said they were supposed to be at. They wouldn't let them come in, but yet y'all ship all these other people over here. Illegal aliens is what they call them. Y'all allow them to come on over here on airplanes, trains, and automobiles, but yet you got these group of a bunch of black people. I think it was some white people in there too trying to get over, but y'all ship them back to their country, but y'all ship the other people into the country. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, like I said, it's wrong all the way around. And I know people want a better life, but with those kids, you sending your kids out for a better life, but it's a better life without parents. How am I gonna know who you are when I get over here? How are they gonna find you? Because if they find me,
Who say you coming? But who say you
e-
coming?
exactly, if they
If I ain't
find
coming, if
me,
I'm not coming with you, I'm giving you a note, because you probably got a cousin that's over here. And so I'm dropping it. Hopefully that when they do find you, they'll try to reconnect you, because they giving a little leniency because it's a kid. Do I feel I'm not racist? So anybody that watch this video, but I do feel some kind of way, because I feel like we just had this conversation in here Saturday. I feel like the United States don't take care of their own. They take care of everybody else but their own.
mhm,
When I was in barber college, it was I went to school. It wasn't a lot of Hispanics, but I had like one of the guys' name was Roger. He ended up passing away. And he lived in he was dating this woman that lived in the same complex as me. Me and him was supposed to graduate together. I can't remember the other Hispanic guy name, but Roger was like older, straight cut, but he ended up getting hooked up with this other Hispanic guy that had been in jail. So Roger would sit and tell me what they would do. And what they would do, the other guy would tell me too. When we be talking, we in between cuts, so we couldn't. And he told me that he was like a coyote. So what he would do is he say the guys that they were with, they would go drive, Texas is closer to the border. They would go drive and they would bring the trucks back and they would have all these Mexicans in the back of these trucks. So like just say for instance, I'm bringing your cousin over, right? You didn't pay me money to bring your cousin over. So when I bring him over, now I'm going to shake you down for more money. So because I know you just want him free and you just want him in the United States. I'm doing it illegally. So by the time I get him here, I say, hey, I got him here. You only owe me $1,000 more, but I want two. You can't go to the police because it's illegal. So one time, I don't know if y'all remember the black guy that ended up getting all of that time. I don't know if he got the death penalty, but he was driving that U-Haul like truck, and the truck broke down, and he left all those people in the back of the truck, and all those immigrants died. So what happened with Roger and them? They got caught, and they kept Roger in jail in Mexico. Roger wasn't allowed to come back to Texas. Now he had a lady that he was dating. She was pregnant when he got caught. Next thing I know, I look on Facebook. I see Roger. He done got out of jail there. He's a barber in Mexico. And he ended up eventually passing away like years ago. But it's like, that's what they do. So one day, what they was doing, they'll bring them to these houses and it'll be like they rent these houses and they strip them down and they all sitting there with their drawers on. So everybody in there is damn near naked. So I think one of them got a loose and ended up walking up the street. This happened live here. One of them walked up the street and they end up getting the police to come back. They disoriented. They've never been in this country, so they don't know where they are. They blindfold them when they take them in there. But he ended up getting out, walking up the street. So when the police came, what the coyotes do, they take they clothes off to blend in. So when the police come in, everybody, you got your clothes on, but when you see the police coming in, you gonna get naked. And you're gonna be in there looking like them, so they don't charge you with bringing them over illegally. But how they tell the difference of them from you is because you more like my police officer, they do work like that. He say because you catch them because they are clean shaven, they may have a haircut. These guys that's in there, they stink. They haven't had baths. They probably haven't ate. They looking a little disheveled where you're looking clean cut, but you just took all your clothes off it. Your drawers is probably clean. So that's how they end up. But they try to blend in and mix in. So when you bringing them out, they all mixed in. And then unless one of the other ones tells. So I asked him, I say, is that illegal? Because you know who told? One of the ladies did go to the police and said they was trying to shake her down. And they ended up busting it, but she didn't get in trouble. Even though it's illegal for her to pay somebody to bring them across the border, it wasn't a charge. So I was like, that's so crazy. But I do feel some kind of way because you do get a lot of them that come here because we are so close to the border and they are killing police officers. And they doing just a lot of crime. Now you do have some that want to come over here and have a better life, but then you have the ones that don't want to do right.
Yeah, I do agree with you with that with the United States. Child, we put our nose in everybody's business but our own. You know, our
Right.
veterans they come back and they homeless. They left
Right.
on the streets. They don't have the proper paperwork. I think I told this story once before. One of my clients, her granddad is a twin, right? Her granddad went, child, fought in all kind of wars and came back. He got PTSD, all kind of stuff wrong with him.
Okay.
But his wife, she has some issues as well. But his wife is able to get a nurse out to the house to take care of her. But then she got to turn around and take care of her husband because the VA said they don't have no information on this man that he say he is. When they put in his information, the twin information come up, but the twin was never in the military. So they
Wow.
can't give him VA benefits, and he can't get a nurse out there to take care of him because they don't have no information on this man. It's like he don't even exist. His social security
Mm,
number don't match him. No, not. But this
right.
man went and fought in the war. He was in the military for the longest. But y'all knew me enough for me to fight for y'all in these wars and for me to come back
Right.
over here with all these ailments and issues. But now y'all don't know who I am.
And then you don't know who I am. Ain't that
Like that's
something?
so yeah, that's so weird. And she actually ended up moving back up there to New York to help her grandmother with him because they had no, you know what I'm saying, no other help as far as that. So she went back up there to try to help with paperwork and things of that nature. Child, we'll go over in another country and take care of them before we take care of ourselves. And you know, with Oprah, they'll talk about this the other day, but I can understand her. She had the government. But Oprah says she goes over there to Africa and other places and take care of the people over there because they appreciate her money. And I
Mm,
agree. Because you can
mm,
give some of these kids over here a pair of Reeboks, they ain't got no shoes. But they'll be like, well, dang, I know you can afford some Jordans.
right.
Meanwhile, she buying shoes and flip-flops for these kids over here made out of tire tread, and they excited as all outdoors. But
Excited
you
as all
mad
I
because you
know
got a
because
pair of
we are
Reeboks.
ungrateful as a people.
Yeah.
I, our country is, and then just like that story we talked about where the Ukrainians are being able to come and go to college for free. You know, it's a lot of more colleges now that are offering that same plan, not
Which
just
is
Hampton.
is asinine to me. Now, don't get me wrong. It's good that we try to help other people because you love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Help all these people that you can help the poor, all this other good stuff. But how about searching in the back door of the kids that's already in their college, but you see they struggling, the
Right,
ones that may have been wards of the state, and now they're getting paid. You know, they get paid to go to school, but they're struggling to take care of bills at the house. How about
right,
reach out to some of those people that are right here in our own backyard? The men that you see have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and go to those labor readies to get paid $7, $8 an hour for 4 hours out the day, and they get a check for $32. You know what I'm
right,
saying? That's all in a day. That's all in a day's work. But how about go pick up some of them because they can't get, they may have one infraction on their record or something like that. And it's just like they can't, it's nothing that they can do to try to help better themselves. They're not out here trying to rob nobody, not out here trying to cause commotion and commit more crimes. But yet we'll go over here and pull all these other people who, who don't know nothing about our government, nothing about nothing that's over here, but it's like their poor is different than our poor.
right,
Therefore, they can get help faster than we can get help. That's
right.
stupid to me. That's stupid. But see, that's why for me, when people sit around and say, "Oh well, we need another stimulus check. We need this," no, you get up and go work. That's how
That's
I
true.
feel. Because out the same side of your mouth, you saying the government ain't ish, but then you telling the government that you need all this stuff. You can't ride in their lane. You got to make your own. That's why I'm in the position that I'm in now. Because I wasn't about to let nobody tell me no. Because I got a felonies.
Right,
I wasn't about to let nobody tell me no. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
before that happens, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna do what I need to do. I got out on Friday, October the 13th. By that Monday, I had a job. Now I was making it back then $6 an hour was minimum wage, but I was doing it. But I went from a cashier to the general manager of that same restaurant within 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
all that stuff, it can happen. If you allow stuff like that to hold you back, then yes. But waiting on the government to give y'all reparations and all that other kind of crap, stop it. Baby, the people don't even want to give y'all a block of cheese no more. Okay? Because that government cheese and that peanut butter in that can, that was so good. Do they
And
still
that
give
was
that?
life. And that was life.
Baby, that stuff was good. Well, I don't even know if they still giving that cheese and that peanut butter. I don't know. But I'm just saying, they're not gonna do right. They're not gonna do right by their own people. They're not. If they can't do it, if you can help, you go help. Do as much as you can within your means, and it's not gonna put you out. Help where you can.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's that on that. We can go to the next one. What we on the list?
Yeah, the list,
Where
and then I
Trey
have
at? I ain't seen Trey all day.
You know what? We sure ain't seen old Trey.
What Trey? I ain't
They,
seen Marlo
they
either.
dead tonight. We ain't getting no they talking about comeback on we ain't getting no feedback. I guess the story is too deep for them.
I'm here, child. I'm here. Listen, when I talk about stuff like this, baby, I be getting
Yeah,
wait.
it's a deep show tonight.
It was. Oh,
So
we
this
gonna
is
have to
our
read
pick.
this off.
This is our pick one.
Can you
You
make
can
it a little
only
bigger?
watch, huh?
Can you make it a
Is
little
this
bigger?
yeah, is this mine or yours?
What you
This
mean?
one yours?
Oh, this
Yeah.
mine. So
Trying to make it big out and clicked off. Let me
there,
take let me take us off.
there it go. And I'll just read it from my screen. So you guys, y'all know we always have a pick one at the end of our show. So shout out to the Shade Room for this. It's a preference. So you can only watch black movies. You can only watch 1 year of black movies. Which one would you choose? Okay. She said that cheese took you to another place. Girl, it did. That can of peanut butter. But anyway, so 1990, we had House Party and Mo Better Blues. I don't even remember watching Mo Better Blues, to be honest.
Yeah, I watched. It was pretty good.
I was 5 years old in 1990. So, but 1991, we had House Party 2, Boys in the Hood, The Five Heartbeats, and New Jack City and Strictly Business, right? And Cassie probably wasn't born none of this time. 1992, we had Juice, Class Act, More Money, More Money, More Money, Boomerang, and Malcolm X. 1993, we had CB4, which I don't know what that is. You know what that is?
Yeah, CB4 with Chris Rock. Stupid movie.
Oh, no wonder.
Very.
What's Love Got to Do with It? Menace to Society, Poetic Justice, and Sister Act 2. Okay, that sounded love. Minus the CB4, I can get down with the get down. 1994, we got Fresh, Crooklyn, which I never seen. Above the Rim, Jason's Lyric, and the Low Down Dirty Shame.
You ain't ever seen
Okay.
Crooklyn? That's by
I,
Spike Lee.
I don't remember seeing that.
I read it's with the family and the little girl would sit up and watch. They would watch Soul Train on Saturday mornings. And it was a
Never
book too.
saw
I
it.
read the book.
Oh, it's a book too?
It was a book and a movie. It was a
Oh,
Spike Lee
child.
movie.
Cassie said 1993. That must be the year she was born. 1995, we got Dead Presidents, Waiting to Exhale, Higher Learning, Vampire in Brooklyn, and Friday. Oh, Friday came out in 95?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 1996, we got Set It Off, Lord. Don't Be a Menace, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, The Preacher's Wife, and Fat Beach, which I've never seen.
Fat Beach was funny.
Was it? I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
was Miss Marla, another stupid movie.
another slap. I ain't
Yeah,
want to say.
CB4 was stupid. Oh, it was stupid.
I wonder if that's on Netflix or
Yeah,
Amazon Prime.
it
I don't
comes on
know.
cable. You could get it on demand. It comes on cable. It
I
still
ain't
come
got
on cable.
cable, girl. Who finna pay for that?
Oh, well, you probably don't find on Netflix, but you probably find on YouTube.
Oh, it might be on like Peacock
Yeah, it's old. When I say that
and
movie is old,
Tubi. Tubi be playing a lot of old movies.
yeah, you probably catch it there.
Well, we got 1997, Baps, Love Jones, Ease Bayou, Soul Food, and Booty Call Honey. When he wrapped himself up with that saran wrap, baby. 1998, we got Belly. I don't remember watching that. The Players Club.
Oh, Billy
How
was
Stella
good.
got her groove back. Why Do Fools Fall in Love? I don't remember that either. And He Got Game.
Why Do Fools Fall in Love was the story of Frankie Lyman, and he got game.
Nope.
Denzel played in that one.
Nope.
What you gonna say?
19,
You ain't never heard of In Too Deep?
19,
With
I heard it In Too Deep. I don't remember watching it. The Best Man.
Lawrence
The,
Fishburne.
the Wood and Life. With Chris, who was it? Chris Brown was in what?
Chris Brown wasn't in none of that. I said
Oh,
Lawrence
I thought
Fishburne was In Too Deep.
oh, okay. I never seen. I don't remember seeing.
No,
In Too
it
Deep.
was not In Too Deep. LL Cool J was in Too Deep. Deep Cover was the one with Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay, she said 1997 Soul Food and Baps. Okay.
You got to pick the
1999
whole.
we got In Too Deep, The Best Man, The Wood and Life. I don't know. What you gonna choose? This hard.
This one is hard, but I
One
think
year you can watch all the movies. Which one would you watch?
92, 1992.
Juice, Class Act, More Money, Boom, Nothing. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think the thug in me
I
would watch
like 91
1996.
too. I like 91 too, and I like 98. Those are my top 3.
Was Woo a 90s movie? Woo, like Tufong? Tufong?
No, Woo with Jada Pinkett and Tommy Davidson. When it kind of remind you of it kind of remind you of the one when he wrapped himself up. Her name was Woo. I think Woo was a 90s movie because Jada Pinkett played in Woo.
1998, yep. Oh, they ain't
You
put
ain't
that
never
on
seen
there.
Woo either? I really like 98 with Ellie, Players Club, how Stella got her groove back and he got game.
They don't like the Players Club and how Stella got her groove back. They don't even mix.
No, that's the top movies for that year. Black
I know,
movies.
but they don't even that
And look at 90 only got. This is when we started really getting into the movies. One House Party and Mobile Blues.
Oh, well, wait, they didn't even put House Party 3 on there. They just put House Party 2 in 91.
But check this out. Before Mobile Blues wasn't that's the one where he was a crack jungle fever. They ain't put none of that on there. And then what was the other one? The first Spike Lee movie. When when he was Mookie and he worked at the pizza place. Do the Right Thing. I'm surprised that didn't make anything. I think that was in the 80s.
Yeah, that might have been in the 80s. Do the Right Thing. I think, like I said, I think the third
what
in
did
me
you
will
pick?
go with 1996 because of Set Off. Don't Be a Menace.
97. So you going with who? 96?
96, because I like Set It Off. You know what I'm saying? Like that last scene, day after day, like all of that, and then all of that stuff just really got to me. And then don't be a menace. A thin line between love and hate. Like I can get with that. The Preacher's Wife because of Whitney Houston. And I ain't never seen Fat Beach.
I'm trying to tell you the little short fat dude that played in Juice. He played in Fat Beach.
Let me look that up. Do the Right Thing came out in 1989.
Okay, I figured it was late. Yeah, so the guy that played in the same little guy that played in Juice. So I gotta go with 92.
Oh, that's Coolio.
I can watch Juice, More Money with Damon Wayans, Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, and Malcolm X with Denzel. And then my next one will be 98. And I like 91 too, with the 5 Heartbeats, New Jack City, Strictly Business, Boys in the Hood, House Party 2. I can go with 90. I can do 91, 92, and 98.
Yeah, Woo didn't make the list. She said 97. The whole 97.
I like Above the Rim, Low Down Dirty Shame. I never seen Fresh.
You never saw Fresh Meat? I don't think I saw that either. I like a Low Down Dirty Shame though. Shame.
Boomerang was good when he said, Shame, when she said Shame, my wife like that.
Make sure you get me regular this time. Last time you got me super, girl. We went to go get
I
that
guess
relax.
more the only one gonna participate.
Right. The other folks they up there sitting in the bleachers. Y'all drop down and tell us what y'all gonna pick. Other than that, 92 because of Boomerang. I watched that so many times. Cassie, have you ever seen Jason's Lyric? Have you ever seen that? Love Jones.
Jason Lyrics that was filmed in Houston. Was Jason Lyrics on there? Look, I didn't put my whole email up there.
Yeah. Okay, girl, get your information off the screen, girl.
Yeah, it wasn't showing. I accidentally
clicked. It's still up there. Take it down.
It's down.
Oh, I see. Okay, check my phone different. My bad.
Yeah, my phone showed it late. Look, I clicked it too fast. I clicked off and then didn't realize I hadn't. I can't believe you ain't seen Jason's Lyrics. Jason Lyrics was filmed right in Houston country. When
Shut up.
Look what she said.
Look what Cassie said.
Oh Lord, this time before Christ.
You know how she feel about the movies, girl. But it was after your time, after you was born. So I mean, you after Christ, right?
Right.
Cassie. Okay. Well, that's it, y'all, for the show tonight. I hope you guys did enjoy the show. I think it got a little deep. We got a little deep. I don't know. If y'all know Monique and Lee Daniels and T.S. Madison, y'all can inbox them this on Instagram and get them the timestamp so they can hear how we
Ain't she Miss
passionately
Marla?
disagreed but agreed.
Acting like she too young.
Girl,
So I
Miss
can,
Marla, she is. You know how she be acting during our movie nights.
so we get to get
Don't
y'all
let it
out
be
of
something with
here
a horse in it.
early tonight where y'all can go run the streets so y'all can go rest y'all nerves. She say I'm
Oh,
a
this
baby.
is an early night.
Yeah.
Y'all getting off early.
And
It ain't even been 2 hours.
we ain't doing a long benediction.
Oh Lord, she said it sounded like me and the movie came out together.
Oh my God.
Cassie was born in 93, child. That's why she chose 93. Ooh, I hear one of my babies moving around. Now they know better.
Thank you, Cassie. We gonna get ready to
Thank
get on
y'all.
the
Yeah, we
bike.
did. I did enjoy this show. And like, if y'all come back and watch it on the replay, for the ones watching on the replay, let us know how you guys like the band, not even just the banter, but the conversation of everything that we talked about tonight. Make sure y'all please subscribe to Polo. She's still on her road to 500. How many you got now? Or do you want to tell?
257.
257. Y'all come on. Oh, you was born in 1990? My bad. She said came late, leave early. Don't do us like that. It was only 3 minutes, Miss Marla. Dang. But no,
Oh,
y'all please.
look, she said we were late. Y'all know I'm
Right.
getting ready to go out,
No,
so
we was not.
our
But y'all
last show
subscribe, share her
season will
out
be next. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
next week.
Yeah, next week
You said next.
will
Okay,
be
next.
the end
But
of
no, y'all
season
share.
2.
Make sure y'all share her out if you can, so she can get her subscribers up, so she can get her community wall, y'all. But next week we will be back over here, and that will be our season finale of Around the
on your
World with Us
place.
season 2.
Your
And so,
place.
huh?
We'll be at your
Yes,
place.
it'll be over on my channel. So you guys come back for that season finale. I don't know. We probably get dressed up or something. Y'all know how we do. So y'all come dressed in your best pajamas. But we might be dressed up or something. I don't know. And then after that, we'll let you guys know how it's going to be as far as the show going, because Polo got some things going on in her personal life. But we will keep you guys updated on that. Yeah, grandma about to go to bed, Cassie.
And then don't
So
forget that Sunday, the 24th, we're gonna do
24th.
something.
Yeah, so that Sunday the 24th, we may do another Around the World with a Praise. So that way we can send Polo off into her personal things that she got going on that Monday. She'll tell you guys about it. If y'all if y'all haven't known about it thus far. So yeah. Okay. Dang, Cassie, we got to talk. We got to give out the business credentials. Y'all make sure y'all go shop at morepressure.com and get y'all shirts, get y'all trucker hats, get y'all shorts, get your she about to put some socks on there, get everything. Y'all make sure while she's out during her thing in Majiggy, you know what I'm saying? Y'all support her since she's not gonna
Keep
be
some
able to
money
work.
in my pocket. Keep some money in my pocket. I'm gonna be off for work.
Yeah. So
Just all you gotta do, you ain't gotta give me no cash apps. You can just
I'm gonna leave the studio. Fool around with Cassie. Shut up, Cassie. I'm done. Bye. No, go ahead. Oh, smile at somebody. It'll change their day. It may even change your day. Even with a mask on, they can still see in your eyes. Go ahead, Polo.
The biggest lie ever told is you got time. Anything that you feel like you got time, get it done, because we don't have time. Time is not on our side. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all in the streets, or we'll see you over at my co-host house, and y'all have a good one.
I love you guys with the love of God, and there is what?
Nothing you can do about it.
Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Y'all rush.